Howdy, welcome to the Texas Bucket List, the 16th season of the Texas Bucket List. And this year is a super special year for us. We'll be hitting our 200th episode. And we haven't even scratched the surface when it comes to things you can experience right here in the Lone Star State. My name is Shane McAuliffe, and when we started this show way back in 2013, there was one thing I always wanted to check off the list: bass fishing on Lake Amistad. So we finally made our way to Southwest Texas during a time of year I thought would be much warmer. During our travels over the years on the Texas Bucket List, I've always been enamored with Lake Amistad down in Del Rio. When we stayed at the lodge at Sanders Point, the lake showed off its natural beauty. And when you head down the road to Langtree to visit Judge Roy Bean's Jersey Lily, you can't help but stare out onto the shore as you drive by. So after seeing the lake shine over so many visits to the area, we finally decided it was time to fish on a cold January afternoon.
It's supposed to be warm in South Texas this time of year.
Well, we get all 3 seasons in one day sometimes. So I'm not wearing bibs just because I like them that much. Believe me.
Yeah, very good looking on you.
Right?
Quite the fashion statement.
Raul Cordero is a former roughneck who now owns Farwest Guide Service, and he braved the brisk air to take us by boat around the lake I've always loved.
We have beautiful water. We have a lot of deep water. And we have a lot of good fishing.
Raul's been roaming around this lake his whole life, and it all got started when his family moved to Del Rio when he was a boy.
I remember the move to Del Rio because it was the happiest day of my life. When my dad said we're moving to Del Rio, I couldn't wait to get here. I'd been fishing this lake years prior to it because we always had family here.
Now he has a family of his own.
I have 2 daughters, Sabrina, which is 28, and Sophia, which is 23.
No boys.
No boys.
Oh man.
Yeah, but
I see why you like fishing.
yeah. You can see the gray hairs also, I think.
2 daughters. Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we did what most dads love to do: get out on the water, way far away from the worries of the world.
What's it like having this lake in your backyard?
I'll tell you, brother, there's nothing better.
While it wasn't as warm as I was hoping,
We don't have very many cold days other than today when we chose to fish.
the sights were as surreal as I imagined.
It's about half and half in the U.S., half in Mexico. It's 64,000 acres, about 160 miles of shoreline when it's full. And we've got pretty close to 200 foot deep in some areas.
Wow.
It's something you have to come and experience. I mean, it's a gorgeous lake.
We're closer to Mexico right now than we are.
Yep, we are.
We haven't gotten out of the boat. We've been in 2 different countries.
Yep, one day. So when they ask you, what'd you do on the weekend? Well, we went and fished out of the country.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm officially.
Known for its bass fishing, that's what most anglers are angling for when they come here.
Bass fishing is more of a challenge. They're a lot tougher to catch.
As we found out.
One coming in.
After watching Raul's uncommon method for calling fish, sort of recreating the sound of a feeding frenzy.
Your unorthodox mating call there, or feeding call. Very unique.
Yeah. You stir up that water, try to get these fish riled up.
We started jigging, and jigging, and jigging.
A big fish is only a cast away.
I tell you what, my arm's killing it.
That jigging technique, it'll wear you out. And then you chuck that big umbrella rig we were throwing for a while. That one will wear you out too. Come on, big mama. Show your face. All we want is just a video. Little picture, send you back.
We're talking about fishing?
Yes, sir.
Turns out I might have been doing it all wrong.
Like they say, it's not the size of the worm, it's the way you wiggle it. So that's a secret to it.
Obviously, when it comes to bass fishing, best time of year, spring.
Usually peak season for us around here is the last half of February, all the way through, I'd say June. June, even in August, we've got days out here in August of 100 fish days, and I'm talking, largemouth, smallmouth, white bass, stripers, everything.
Raul eventually reeled in a few white bass in the boat, and these beautiful fish are fun to see.
It's like anything else, being at the right place at the right time, timing it right.
But what's most surreal about this lake is most of the time, it's quiet. It's peaceful. it's tranquil. From the fish in the waterfowl flying around, to the aoudad roaming the shores, Lake Amistad is a sportsman's Shangri-La. A nice stop for naturists, and it's all right here in the Lone Star State and in Mexico.
This to me is the end of the world. This is as secluded as it gets. I hear from a lot of customers, you know, this lake's been on my bucket list for many years.
So cast a line in the cool waters of Lake Amistad and enjoy a larger-than-life lake right here in the Lone Star State.
I enjoyed it. I'm gonna do this till the sun finally goes down one day.
Hey, we don't talk about kicking the bucket on the Texas bucket list. Bad juju.
Nah. This is my passion. I love it. I love it.